This week in Come Follow Me, we turn to the book of Esther. It is a story that begins far from Jerusalem, inside a palace, in a city called Shushan. A story about timing, about courage that arrives before certainty does, and about the quiet hand of God moving through details so ordinary that no one thinks to call them holy. This morning, you are invited to consider that where you stand today is not an accident. Before the day gathers its weight, take a moment. Sit upright. Let your shoulders soften. Take one slow breath in and let it go. Let your mind settle from every unfinished thought. Let your heart become still enough to notice what is already true. You did not arrive here by chance. God has been placing you long before you understood the placing. Imagine a young woman standing just outside a door she is not allowed to open. Her name is Esther. She is Jewish in a kingdom that does not know it. She is a queen in a palace that did not ask where she came from. And beyond that door sits a king who has not called for her in 30 days. The law is plain. Anyone who enters the inner court unbidden may not come out alive, unless the king extends the Golden Sceptre. And perhaps you know that kind of threshold. The conversation you have rehearsed and not yet begun. The truth you know you are meant to say, standing just behind your teeth. The door with no promise on the other side of it. Esther does not pretend the risk away. She does not tell herself it will be easy. She simply says, "If I perish, I perish." Which is not despair. It is surrender. It is a heart deciding that obedience matters more than outcome. And before she walks, she fasts. 3 days with her people in the dark before a single step is taken. Because courage is not something she manufactures. It is something she receives. Fasting did not change the law standing between her and that door. It changed the woman who would walk toward it. Now imagine her cousin, Mordecai, at the gate. He is the one who says the words the whole book turns on. Who knoweth whether thou art come to the kingdom for such a time as this? Notice what he does not say. He does not say, "You are strong enough." He does not say the plan is guaranteed. He says only that she is already here, that the placing itself is evidence of a placer, and that God will accomplish His work with her or without her, but that she was given the chance to be part of it. It is a gentle kind of confidence, not everything depends on me, but I have been trusted with something real. And then imagine the third day. Esther puts on her royal apparel. She crosses the courtyard. She stands in the doorway of a room she has no legal right to enter. And the king looks up and holds out the Golden Sceptre. The whole deliverance of a people turns on one woman walking through one door on one ordinary morning. There is a man in this story who is also given a moment and wastes it. Haman has the king's ring and the king's ear and every advantage a person could want. But he cannot bear one man at a gate who will not bow. Pride made him blind to how small this offense was and how large his response became. Two people stood in the same palace at the same hour. One asked, "What is this moment for?" The other asked, "What is this moment worth to me?" Nothing in Esther's story is announced as a miracle. A girl is orphaned and taken in. A man overhears a plot at a gate on a day like any other. A king cannot sleep and calls for a dusty book of records. None of it looks like heaven. All of it is. Today is not random. God has already prepared grace for it. You don't step into this day alone. Light meets you where faith chooses to stand. So as you move into this day, you may notice a door. Something small you have been putting off because you cannot see what waits behind it. You may notice a person placed near you for reasons you have not yet been told. You are invited to let your heart stop asking whether you are qualified and start asking what you are for. Not every calling arrives with a title. Most of them arrive as a room you are already standing in. You may also notice how quickly the day will offer you Haman's question instead. What did I deserve here, and who failed to give it to me? You are invited to set that question down gently and pick up the better one. Begin this morning with one prayer before you decide. One pause before you react. One true word, spoken kindly, that you have been holding back. One small act of trust, offered without knowing the ending. Give it to God and let Him multiply it. You are not unseen this morning. You are not forgotten in the ordinary details of your life. the God who guided one orphaned girl into a palace, and one sleepless king to a forgotten page, is your God too. He is already ahead of you in the hours you have not lived yet. Take one final breath, slow, intentional, ready. And as you step into this morning, let your heart move forward with this truth. You were placed here on purpose for such a time as this.